Hello, everyone. My name is Tauseef Israr, your host at Apex Voices, where we sit down with industry leaders to uncover their insights, lessons, and strategies for success. It is a pleasure to introduce our guest today, Yvonne Robinson, an award winning executive career and reinvention coach, keynote speaker, and a best selling author of The Edge, Outperform, Outshine, and Outlast in Your Career. Please join me in welcoming Yvonne Robinson, a visionary coach, inspiring leader, and author dedicated to helping others find and amplify their edge in life and work. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Tauseef. Nice seeing you, and thanks for inviting me to Exectify.
You're most welcome. So let's talk about your book. I have read your book, couldn't get enough of it. It is truly a remarkable book. It is called The Edge, Outperform, Outshine, and Outlast in Your Career. So, what inspired you to write this book, and what three concepts, uh, outperform, outshine, and outlast, did your own career journey shape them?
Well, I was inspired by 20 years of seeing career professionals struggle. They struggle from not because of lack of talent, but because they lack strategy. So, as I say to most people, many career professionals they complain that okay, nobody taught me how to be financially savvy, right? It's when you start making the money, and they say nobody taught me how to develop and create a career, because really there was no playbook. But because of my experience, right? And as you know, I was a senior director of recruiting, sales, and proposals at Mindwire for more than 15 years. I worked with that company, and prior to that, I was a senior lecturer at the University of Technology. So I had a great experience in working with people, working with students, working with adults, working, at all levels. And I also very had a very advanced experience and training in IT. So when I came to Canada, I started doing IT, and then up until recently, the career coaching and all that. And I believe that this was the right time for me to put all that knowledge and experience gained in a book. So, outperform. It starts with outperforming, right? Mastering your craft, because that is the foundation. Then we get into how you need to outshine. You need to build presence and visibility, because many career professionals don't understand that part. And then they need to outlast. Outlast meaning you stay resilient and you stay adaptable, and also build a lasting legacy. So I encapsulate the trifecta: outperform, outshine, and outlast, which will help many career professionals build a lasting career that lasts beyond their years.
Amazing. So, in your book, you emphasize working smarter, not harder. What does that look like in your real world career situations?
Okay, working smarter, not harder, means that you're going to align all your efforts with impact. You are focusing on what moves your career forward. And that is going to include a lot of, quality work rather than quantity work, meaning that you're going to also leverage technology to move you forward, meaning also that you are going to get visible. You are going to make sure that the things that you're doing is visible to the people that need to know about it, because as you know, visibility means becoming visible, means that people know about what you do. If they don't know you, they can talk about you. And what do people say when you're not in the room? So that is very important, and many career professionals, they forget the visibility part, and that is very important.
Absolutely. Visibility is one of the most important things out there. Uh, in your book, you have exercises, and the book is full of very useful exercises. So, can you share one of the most powerful exercises or prompts from your book that readers have found transformative, especially when it comes to either finding a new career or having them enhance their visibility?
Well, a simple one is going to be a career clarity map, right? First of all, you have to ask yourself a couple questions. What am I good at? I've met so many career professionals because they have done so many things. They can't pinpoint what they are really good at. The one thing that people are going to remember them for. That doesn't mean that you don't do many things. What that means that you have to find that one thing that when you're the go-to person for. That's very important, right? And what do you enjoy most? That's also important. And what do people come to you for? And when you figure that out, then you're on your way to building a lasting career.
That's great. So we are in an age of emerging technology. AI has upended a whole lot of careers out there, and the book discusses thriving in an era shaped with automation and AI. So, how do you coach clients to stay competitive in such fast evolving landscape?
Well, as you know, in a world where there's a lot, you can't escape technology, right? I think it was around November 2023 or somewhere about there when OpenAI came out with ChatGPT because they made it free. Then everybody knows about AI, but AI has been around for a very long time. And but now open the learning language models have revolutionized AI and technology that if you are not leveraging technology, you're going to be left behind. So I say to every career professional, what they need to do, they are going to focus on what the AI cannot replicate.
Mhm.
Because AI is going to be there. It's no point saying it's going to take away our jobs. Yes, it's going to take away some entry level jobs, but it will not be able to take away your emotional intelligence. It is not going to be able to take away your leadership and your creativity. Because even the AI, you have to be creative in order to use AI. And that's very important, right? So, what I tell career professionals, ensure that you're not afraid of AI, leverage AI. Use AI. AI is a tool to help you also with the productivity that we just talked about.
Mhm. So, and that's great. And this sort of lends itself to your coaching practice. What led you to launch goal inspired career coaching, and what gap did you see in traditional career coaching approaches?
So in 20, I think it's around 2020, around COVID, many people were out of work. And what happened is that people were coming to me on LinkedIn for help. I was still working with Mindware, so I used to help a lot of people for free. I remember people coming to me because they couldn't find a job during COVID. So I decided to launch. So when I retired, I was helping them for free. But when I retired and had more time to put into this work, I decided to launch goal inspired career coaching. And you might say, why goal inspired? Because throughout my life, everything that I do, I set goals for. And because I always go to work setting some goals in my life, 5-year goals, and I'm achieving these ones, setting more goals, I say if I develop a company, it is going to have goal in it. So when I develop goal inspired career coaching. And what happens is that it's very important because what I found that many coaches, will teach people how to um, say find a job or things like that. But the most important thing when you are coaching, first of all, you have to help people develop the clarity, the mindset, their values and interests. You have to be clear on those things even before you start looking for a job, because you have to find the career or the job or the company that aligns with your values and interests. So we start with, defining values and interests and defining, what you're good at, just to get clarity. do that kind of soul searching before we even start looking for a job and looking about our resumes and all that. What are you good at? What aligns with your values? Because you could end up in a company and your values are so different that you have to start all over again. So that was very important.
So you've worked across multiple industries and countries, from academia to HR leadership. How has that global perspective influenced your coaching style?
Well, I have realized that, ambition is universal. Ambition is really universal, but expressed differently. And also, I coach with cultural awareness, I coach with empathy, and I coach with adaptability. And as you know, being an immigrant woman myself, and I coming to a country like Canada, a North American country. When I came, I had 3 strikes against me already. I'm an immigrant woman. Okay, I am black, which is another thing, right? Immigrant, black, and woman. Those are 3 strikes, right? I remember people saying, "You're going to a foreign country. You're going to be a second-class citizen," and I just know that you have to, based on my personal experience, that when you're working with people, you have to work with them with cultural awareness. And early this year, there was a company in Ottawa that had a candidate to coach, and the candidate wanted somebody like me to coach them based on certain experiences that they had in their company. And I was able to help that lady. As a matter of fact, I have a testimonial of her on my YouTube channel, because in a very short time, she was able to elevate and, get her transformation. But it is very important that I know that, different people, success means differently to everybody, to different people. And this is a whole individual thing. Career coaching, there is no one answer for everybody. Everybody is different. I look at their past experience, where they're coming from, where they're going, and where they are now differently. So I have to do that when I'm coaching people. So my international experience helps me with all that. And that is one of the things that make me unique.
Yep. So through your coaching, one of the segment of your folks who you coach are mid-career professionals who often struggle with self-doubt about pivoting. How do you help them overcome what you call the quiet ambition beneath the surface?
The quiet ambition. Yes, because, for many people they say they are, they're shy. Most people are shy. And I didn't realize that so many even executives are really shy. So that is very important. So what I say to people, to many people, to career professionals: lead with your value. Lead with your value. And that is why, going back to the book, you start with being a master of your trade. When you master something, you gain the confidence in what you are doing. And when you gain that confidence and you know what your value is, you're going to lead with that. So it's not about selling yourself, but it's about proving that you're valuable to any organization. It's about knowing that you can do this thing better than other people because you have these particular skills and qualities that you're going to provide to the organization in order to help them with their problems.
Perfect. So let's switch gears a little bit. What does goal inspired day look like for you personally?
Goal inspired day has to look like gratitude first. I get up in the morning, and as you know, I'm doing this at the back of my career. Many people start a business in the early part, right? My business is 5 years old. So I did it after retirement. I created this company after retirement. So each and every day I get up, Tauseef, and I realize how important it is to be grateful, right? So gratitude is one thing. And then I look at my creativity. I am creative. I learned during COVID, I learned during that 1 year, I learned 300 different apps and platforms. So when I say 300, I actually counted them. So I am creative, and I also try to do three things. Make sure I complete three things in any one day. I have a big list in my head, but I don't have a big written list. But I know at least every day I have to do three things, and I get those three important things done.
Yes,
So that's what my day looks like. And I
that
go to
lesson.
the gym.
That's very important too.
I go to
That
the
is extremely
gym.
important. Yes, yes. So you could get if you could give one advice, one piece of advice to your 30-year-old self, what would that be?
My 30-year-old self, I would tell them, timing is everything. You can't outdo timing, and you might want to do a lot of things, but everything things happen in its own time. And a good experience or a good example for that is that writing a book. I could have written it earlier, right? But if I had written that book earlier, the experience that I have gained towards the end of my career would be missing. The experience that I gained within the last 5 years, coaching many different career professionals and understanding what their needs are, would be missing. So if I had written it 5 years ago when I retired from Mindwire, it would be a different book. I wouldn't even probably be able to talk about the legacy aspect. But throughout my own career, because I realized that the legacy aspect is very important, because saying I want career success is inward thinking. Say I want to leave a legacy is outward thinking, because I'm thinking about all the people that I'm able to help right now with all the information that I have in here. So when I die, I want to be able to leave a legacy. My YouTube channel will be a legacy. The book will be a legacy. Or any information that I put out there on the internet will be a legacy. And people go and they find it every day, and they come back to me and say, I used the information and I was successful.
Talking about
Timing is
legacy,
everything.
yeah. Talking about legacy, what's next for you? A new book, project, or initiative through goal-inspired career coaching?
Well, the book, and interestingly, last week I was designing a map of how everything would go together, because I started Goal Inspired Career Coaching. Then since I wrote the book, I developed a website called the 𝗔𝗃cie Career, but it all ties in together. So I'm reinventing. I'm always reinventing, and I'm not pivoting, but um, the book, all the information in the book, I'd love to do some speaking engagements. I would love to use it to create a program around, the 𝗔𝗃cie career. And so that, and this is more geared towards, the between the, I would say the senior to the executive class, because most executives at this time, I know, are frustrated and they're wondering what's next. So I'm helping a lot of people with their what's next, so that they will finish their career or continue with some clarity. I did that for my husband when he was retiring, actually, and I wasn't doing this work yet. And he came to me and said, I want to retire, but I don't know what to do. And every single person think that way, and every single person has that problem to solve. So I'm going to use that, the 𝗔𝗃cie, Outperform, Outshine, and Outlast, and I'm going to have some spin-off products and projects from that, and it might even include a TED talk. I'm putting it out there right now so that it can take wings, and focus on it, because they say when you need something to happen in your life, you speak it into being. And that is what I'm doing right now on your program. So anybody who's watching this heard it here first.
Perfect. Information is great. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for being here and giving your time to us.
Thank you, Tauseef. I wish you and Executify wonderful rest of 2025 and 2026 to come.
Thank you so much.